Sayyid Yusuf Mirza Gilani, Speaker National Assembly, Sardar Ayaz Sadiq, Prime Minister of Pakistan, Muhammad Shahbaz Sharif, members of the Parliament, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. It is my singular privilege as your civilian president to address for the 8th time the August House at the beginning of another parliamentary year. This moment marks not only the continuation of our democratic journey, but also provides us with an opportunity to review our progress and reaffirm our commitment to building a better future for Pakistan. As we embark on this new parliamentary year, I urge this House to focus on promoting good governance and political economic stability. Our people have pinned our hopes on Parliament and we must rise to the expectations. It is my first duty to remind you, we need to work harder to strengthen our democratic system, restore public confidence in the new rule of law, and grow Pakistan on the road to prosperity. I would like to appreciate the government's efforts putting the country on a positive path to economic growth. Our foreign exchange reserves have witnessed a surge. There was a substantial increase in foreign direct investment, and the stock market also surged to a historic high. The government has also reduced the policy rate from 22 to 12%, and all other economic indicators have shown a healthy and sign improvement. Honorable members, you are aware the population dynamics of our country have changed. A combination of factors present challenging. We must address the high rate of our population growth along with strategic drift in our administrative machinery has increased governance issues manifold. It is my considered opinion that this House should take this responsibility seriously and play its role in rail and reset our governance and service delivery outcomes. As far as the government is concerned, ministries need to redefine their vision and objectives and understand that pressing issues faced by the people of Pakistan have to be resolved within a certain time frame. We need to deliver tangible benefits, restore trust of the people in democratic institutions. Democracy needs and give and take. And what better place to work for collective goals than this Parliament? As elected representatives, your function is role models for the nation. As you go about your parliamentary business, think beyond narrow goals. Think of the unity and consensus our country so desperately needs. I would urge all you to empower our people, make decisions of national importance with consensus, encourage domestic, international investment for economic growth and job creation, foster social economic justice and ensure fairness and transparency in our system. Chairman Senate, Mr. Speaker, for our country to prosper, it must build equitable. This is going to be a century of many new global changes, and to weather such transitions, we need to ensure that our peoples, with their different regions and resources, are on board of national development. It is my firm belief that a strong Pakistan is one where fruits of progress and development are equally shared by all its provinces and citizens. We should work actively to promote inclusive and uniform development, ensuring no province, no district, and no village is left behind. The House should ensure development is not limited to a few select areas, but reaches every nook and corner of the country. The ignored and neglected areas demand urgent attention from the federal government. We also need investments in infrastructure, education, healthcare, and economic opportunities to address the sense of deprivation. Parliament is the one forum where any sense of deprivation cannot just be aired constructively, but also addressed with political empathy. By the executive branch, that is the test of real statecraft. In this regard,